Well, thank you for tuning in to the Divine Strategist TV. I am Reverend Ask Dr. Victoria J. Hart, and I'm going to title this message Knowing This, about knowing yourself, because it seems like a spark can go off in your life and you might want to take off and get ready to go when you really know who you are. When you reach back into your history and you find out those great people who have lived in your bloodline. There is at least one, I promise you. I was a little sparked once I saw, and this was a while ago, Vanessa Williams went back in her bloodline and saw that every single relative that they had researched were the first in their field. Like a gentleman, a great-great-grandfather was the first firefighter. She had an aunt, a great-aunt, that was the first teacher of color in her area, which really fit her purpose and her reason for being in her path in her own blood and her own DNA to be the first Miss America and this country. So basically you have that. You're looking for what you should be here to do, and you feel even when you're different, you might do it different, but yet go into your DNA, go into your bloodline. And I'll give examples. I have a son, both sides of his family, a great-grandfather who was the first to work for Henry Ford. Now my son is not into auto care, yet on the other side of his bloodline, he had a grandpa also was the first African-American male with gas stations, auto cares, and ended up with like 4 in that city. So my son might not have went exactly in auto care, just like Vanessa Williams wasn't a firefighter or a teacher, yet my son is an excellent chef. He chose that profession knowing people have to eat, just like people have to drive vehicles. And he just felt it in his bloodline, the way his grandfathers love food, the way that it makes people happy is one of the joys of his life, and how he's always from a child wanted to make something different than the recipe when I'm a recipe follower. And that blessed him to be able to go into this wonderful path in Austin, Texas of being a great chef. So you find your niche. Find your path. Sometimes it does help. Like I said, it's a tool, it's a strategy to go back in your DNA when you feel lost. You literally will find a light there. Another strategy I use is sometimes just taking a nice hot bath with Epsom salt or regular salt, because salt clears off negativity. You can naturally put it in your shoes for all kind of reasons, just to have a positive day. But because salt repels negativity and cleans that aura, you can hear from your own divine spirit, your own divine soul that's probably been yelling at you, go be a chef, that you can go out and be all that you want to be. Miracles are in your bloodline. Mightiness is in your bloodline. All of this is within you. You can grab on that you are a father. You are the son or daughter of the Father of God in your religion, yet know that through that bloodline, through that spiritual line, there is power. There is divine wisdom. You can pull on that if that's what you prefer. But I'd love to challenge you for you to go into your history, go into your beings of people prior to you, and I really feel you will find a jewel within your history, within your bloodline, for you to step forward to be that super being inside of you. You've heard people read your stories and tell you there's a hero inside of you. I believe that. I believe being a child of God, that you are an angel to people. If you're listening to something like this, you're different. You've been different your whole life. You're unique. You're creative. You just love love. And basically, there is nothing wrong with that. Every single thing that the world tells you is wrong with you is right with you. Trust me. It's your strength, not your weakness. So let's go out today, let's go out this week, let's go out this month and truly find and discover to know yourself, because there's other things coming up in the future related to this message. So thank you again for tuning in to the Divine Strategist TV. Again, I'm Reverend Ask Dr. Victoria J. Hart, and I thank you for your time. Have the greatest day ever.